My name's Ursula Mcfarlane. I'm an occupational therapist and my role here is Occupational Therapy Service Manager.
And what does that entail day to day? What kind of things are you responsible for?
So I'm responsible for occupational therapy service provision here at the hospital. So we've got lots of different teams that do that. So we've got an orthopaedic team, we've got a team of occupational therapists on the stroke and neurology ward. We have got occupational therapists who work at the front door in the emergency department. We have a team of occupational therapists in rheumatology, that's where I work clinically for some of my role. And then we have a team that work on the medical wards at the moment.
Wow, that's a lot of teams throughout the trust. What led you to your current role? What's your professional background?
My sister is an occupational therapist, and obviously you look up to your big sister, so she was a big inspiration for me actually choosing that as a vocation. And I think it appealed because it is so varied. You can work in so many different areas: physical health, mental health, learning disabilities. So started my training at Sheffield Hallam University in 1993, qualified in 96, and then started my career at Sheffield Teaching Hospitals, which was then the Northern General Hospital, and did a rotation, which is what you generally do when you qualify, so 6 months in different areas. So had the opportunity to work on medical wards, orthopaedic wards, and also spinal injuries unit and burns unit at Sheffield. And I think after doing the rotation, I realised I liked doing lots of different things and trying lots of different areas. I didn't have a clear idea at the age of sort of 21, 22, which area I wanted to specialise in. What I wanted to do was do lots and lots of different things. So then decided to locum to fund my travel bug. So again, locuming was a great way of working in different areas, and then eventually led me to end up working in New Zealand for the next 6 years. So yeah, and that was a very different clinical experience in working in their health system, and that's where I developed my skills in vocational rehab. So seeing people with upper limb musculoskeletal injuries and conditions and helping people to stay at work. And in that setting, it gave me an appreciation of working in the private sector and all that goes with that in a semi-privatised healthcare system. So, and in terms of at the end of the period of New Zealand, I basically got homesick and wanted to move back to the UK. So my partner at the time, who's now my husband, who's from Barnsley, said he would only move back to England if we moved back to Barnsley, which I obviously agreed to, and here I am. And actually started here at Barnsley Hospital as a locum to see if we could actually live back in the UK. So my career started as a locum, and the head OT at that time was setting up or writing a job description for a rheumatology OT, and lured me back to set up the rheumatology service here at Barnsley Hospital.
So that's quite a varied career, and a lot of different places you worked at and a lot of roles. What led you into leadership in particular?
It was never a particular aspiration to get to the position that I'm in. The opportunity presented itself, and I had to make a decision actually whether or not to go for it, and obviously took a chance to see if it was going to be for me, I think I probably didn't know if I could do the job or wanted to sort of be in that role, because it's unfortunately when you move up into the management role, you often do take a step back from clinical. And I think ever since I have done this role, I've always maintained a half-day clinical session in rheumatology. You get the opportunity to work with lots and lots of different people when you sort of step into a leadership role. Other professions from lots and lots of different places. So you've got the opportunity to see lots of different people and how they lead. I think what I've always tried to do is to be the leader that you would like to have lead you, and are there things that are missing that you would want from that. And I guess having had such an eclectic and varied career in lots and lots of different settings here and overseas, I've had the opportunity to see a lot of different leadership styles. I think occupational therapy is a profession that's constantly having to market itself and explain what we do. It would be nice to do that less, but I'm under no illusion and have spent my entire career on that marketing journey so that people can see the value of what we've got to offer. And I hope that we can really sort of now, with the changes of COVID and with our new ways of working in Barnsley, sort of since COVID has happened, that we can really carve out the role for occupational therapy in the acute setting, so that it really adds value to our patients' journey through the healthcare system here.
It sounds great. On AHP Day, do you have any motivational messages you'd like to share with your fellow AHPs or OTs?
Yeah, I think I would like to wish everybody happy AHPs Day. And I think in Barnsley in particular, since COVID, we have been working fantastically together as AHPs, and I really hope that continues. And also to my colleagues in South Yorkshire and Doncaster and Bassetlaw and across the nation, happy AHPs Day.